In the small coastal village of Lorne, where the cliffs met the churning sea, stood an old lighthouse known as the Beacon of Lorne. It was said that the lighthouse had been guiding ships safely for over a century, its light a steadfast companion to countless sailors. The lightkeeper was a solitary figure, an elderly man named Elias, who had tended the beacon for nearly 40 years. His life was one of routine and solitude, his days spent maintaining the lighthouse and his nights ensuring the light never faltered. Despite his reclusive nature, Elias was well liked in the village. They admired his dedication and the quiet strength he radiated. One stormy night, a fierce gale blew through the village, whipping the sea into a frothy rage. As the storm roared, Elias noticed a troubling flicker in the lighthouse's beam. With a sinking heart, he knew that if the light went out, ships would be lost in the treacherous waters. Determined, Elias braved the storm and climbed the narrow spiral staircase to the lantern room. The wind howled outside, and the rain battered against the windows. Elias's hands shook as he adjusted the fuel and cleaned the lens, but the light wavered dangerously. Suddenly, a loud crack echoed through the tower. The glass of the lantern room shattered, and Elias, with great effort, shielded the light from the onslaught of rain and wind. He realized the storm was intensifying, and he needed to act fast. He grabbed a heavy canvas tarp and, with great difficulty, draped it over the exposed lantern. As he worked, Elias's thoughts drifted to the sailors he'd never met, men who'd been guided home safely by the beacon. He wondered if his own life had been worth something, a quiet heroism in the background of countless lives. The storm raged on, but Elias's resolve did not waver. He fought to keep the light burning, his own strength fading with each passing hour. Just before dawn, the storm began to abate. Exhausted but triumphant, Elias watched as the sky lightened and the sea calmed. When the villagers arrived at the lighthouse in the morning, they found Elias slumped over the lantern room's railing, the beacon's light still shining brightly. They rushed to his side, but Elias, with a faint smile, whispered, "The light. It stayed on." The villagers were deeply moved by his sacrifice. They realized that the lighthouse was more than just a beacon. It was a symbol of hope and dedication. From that day forward, the people of Lorne celebrated Elias's legacy, ensuring that his story of unwavering commitment was passed down through generations. And every stormy night, as the light of the Beacon of Lorne cut through the darkness, sailors would look to it with a renewed sense of hope, knowing that even in the worst of times, there would always be a light guiding them home. Subscribe to Shortsvits.